106.1 KFFB, Bob Connell.
Timeless 106.1 FM, KFFB. This is Bob Connell. And James Sturch is with me. He is state representative now. Not only state representative, now he has moved to being state senator. You know, you've been all over. I mean, I remember when you were just, before you hit all that stuff now, James, and you were talking about being an underdog, and now you are also the blizzard-eating champion of Independence County.
Yeah, at least the reigning one for right now.
That's right. Now we're going to see. Now, we do have Stu Smith over there. Stu, can you hear us? You getting ready? He can hear you. You're coming in. He is really dreading this. Everybody's putting him up to it. He goes, wait a minute, Bob, I should have ate. But you did eat a blizzard beforehand, so he's feeling a little better. He was worried about, he said, I just ate a blizzard for lunch, and, you know, he's kind of worried about that. So should be neat, because Stu is the representative for District 63.
Yes, correct. And so we got one down, and we're ready for the next one. So hopefully Stu will join us on the next round.
That's right, next round, so we see what happens. Okay, we do have Molly Rumble with us right now. And Molly, you're very special because you're a patient of Arkansas Children's Hospital, but also an employee. You worked there as well.
I did. I worked there for about a year. I was in a grant-funded position as a fellow for the Child Life and Education Department, which was something that I became aware of when I was a patient at Children's. When I was 2 years old, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. So I was followed by specialists there at Children's since I was a baby. And there have been different things over the course of my life that I've been to Children's for the heart clinic. I was there for orthopedics. I did major spine surgery. I've had surgeries on my wrist, and so just lots of different things that I've been in the hospital at Children's for, and it really inspired me to want to give back. And so I became aware of this position called a Child Life Specialist. And what a Child Life Specialist does is there are two major goals. One is to help kids understand what's going on in the hospital. You know, there's so many things that kids just don't understand. You've got all these monitors and wires, and things are beeping, and people are using these big words and they don't understand. So a Child Life Specialist can come in and help them understand what's going on, show them things, you know, help them make things a little bit less scary. But the other goal is to kind of provide a normal experience for a kid when they're in the hospital. So the Child Life Specialists, they run the playrooms there and give kids, you know, kind of a break from all the medical stuff. And, you know, we also did pet therapy. We were able to bring in trained dogs to come and visit the kids who maybe they're away from home and they miss their pets. And that's kind of a big deal for kids, because kids, you know, they are attached to their animals.
You know, it's something, and it really does help. They've shown that it brings the heart rate down, it relaxes people. Pet therapy really does. Lap dogs, some would call it.
Exactly. And, you know, it just kind of helps create a normal experience while the kids are in the hospital. Helps, you know, kind of bring their stress levels down, which helps with healing in the long run. And so I was so honored to be able to give back in that way. And it was really neat when I was working there. I was working alongside people who had helped me when I was a patient. There were physical therapists who I worked side by side with, who had helped me when I was going through rehab after a car accident. There were other Child Life Specialists that I worked with. And the teachers there there's a school program there at the hospital, which is really neat. Because, you know, you would think kids would like a break from school, but, you know, kind of keeping up with the school routine if they're there for a long time kind of just, again, helps with that normal experience, you know, instead of, you know, all the craziness that can be in a hospital. And kids actually kind of like going to school and gives them a break, something to do. You know, and I worked with so many different people, and one of the really neat things is even getting to work with one of the doctors that did surgery on me.
That's awesome.
So the doctor that did my spine surgery, I was now helping his patients and helping them understand what kind of surgery that they were going through and what they were going to experience when they start the surgery process. Like, you know, the mask that helps them go to sleep, and helping them understand, you know, you're not going to be awake while all this is happening. And so it was kind of a full circle moment when I was coming back around, and the doctor who had worked on me, he came up to, and, you know, he was asking me about this other patient, how I thought they were doing. And so that was kind of really a cool moment for me.
That is awesome, and that's what it's all about when you look at Arkansas Children's Hospital. It is touching so many lives, and there's so many people we don't even realize, but every family has been touched some way by Arkansas Children's. That's why it's so awesome today. Eat a blizzard a day, one miracle at a time, and that's what we're saying. Each of those is a little miracle going back to Arkansas Children's Hospital. Now, big question. This is a very sophisticated. What is your favorite blizzard?
Usually I go for mint Oreo, but I mixed it up today, and I'm really liking the s'mores.
The s'mores. Now that one will put you over the top of sugar. I'm telling you, I tasted it a while ago. Kane and Sandy has had the s'more just now, and I had to taste it, and he wanted me, and it was over the top sugar.
You got that right, Bob.
That's right. All right, well, we got Senator James Sturch with us, also Representative Stu Smith. We're going to be battling out a little bit later today. We encourage you to stay tuned here on Arkansas's timeless favorite station at DQ Grill and Chill in Batesville, making a miracle happen one blizzard at a time. All proceeds go to Arkansas Children's Hospital today until 10 p.m. here in Batesville as the timeless favorites continue on Timeless 106.1 KFFB.